Hi folks, Victor the Magician here, as always. I've been promising you some instructional videos for a while now, so in today's episode I thought I would actually teach you a little bit of magic. I want to start off with something that's really easy, but that's really visual and impressive that you can do to impress basically anybody. It's a really cool little trick, and if you don't know anything about magic, you don't need to be well versed in sleights in general in order to be able to do this. So what I want to teach you to do is this. What we're going to use is this ordinary deck of cards. We actually are using our tycoons again as our deck of the day. Just adjust the camera for you so you can see the cards rather than my face, handsome though it is, handsome in inverted commas. And what I'm going to teach you to do is to change one card magically for another. So the card we're going to use to do this is, well, actually let's just use whatever the top card is. We'll use the two of clubs there. And what we're going to do is going to place that two of clubs on the face of the deck. Now, I want you to watch this two of clubs very carefully. I want you to watch it really, very carefully. Because as I massage that two of clubs, as I rub it gently, this is turning a lot steamier than I intended. It turns into a complete different card. In this case, the Jack of Hearts. That is a really useful technique to know if you are going to use it in an actual magic trick. Because obviously, if you can manipulate somebody's card into the right position, you can then change a random card for that card. You can pretend to have gotten their selection wrong if you're finding their card in the deck and then change it using that technique. But it's also just a great colour change. That's the term for it in Magic. For those of you who are completely new to this, it's a great colour change that just looks beautiful if you're just going to do it just to impress somebody in general. It doesn't have to be part of a trick at all. And I'll show you how it works. Let's just reset our deck and I will teach you. Okay, so what you want to do, the first thing you want to do is just go through the cards of this and say we're going to use any card that you like. And as you close those cards back, what you're going to do is you're going to get a little break under the top two cards. So if I actually show you what's going on from it, you see that my finger is going in there. Then as I close the deck up, I'm just transferring that break to the other hand, squaring the deck up, and as I square it up, I'm just making sure that it's only held with the pinky. And then I say, we'll just use whatever card's on top. And that happens to be, well, in this case, it happens to be the Jack of Hearts. So we're going to change it back, basically. For the instructions, we'll be changing it back, just as for the presentation, I changed it from the two of clubs to the Jack of Hearts. Do it the other way around. Now, you're going to take these two cards, which are, of course, Jack of Hearts and the two of clubs, as one, and use them to flip over the deck and pop them on the face. Now, the reason you do this, rather than just using it on the back of the deck, is so that all the cards are the right way round, basically. It also means that the spectator thinks they've seen the top card and the bottom card, and that neither of them are the card you're going to change into, basically. That you're going to change this card into. So it makes them feel that it's a bit fairer. Okay. Then what you want to do is you just want to put your hand about here, just all four fingers, and use it to push the top card, face card forward. As far as it'll go, and just your justification for this is just saying, watch this card, watch it closely. Now, you're going to come back with this hand. Hold on, I'll do that again because I did that a little bit wrong. Push that up. Your justification is, I want you to watch this card closely. And then as you come back, what you're going to do is you're going to use the meat of your hand, basically the palm of your hand rather than the fingers, to pull out this card that's underneath. So you're actually pulling that two of clubs there until it just pops out into your hand. So basically what's happened, if I actually just use like one finger rather than the whole hand, you'll actually see it. But obviously you need to do it with the whole hand so that you're disguising the move, basically you're covering it. If I just do this, you can see that I'm just slowly pulling the card back until it pops up like that, but obviously I'm using this part of my hand to do it rather than the tip of a finger. And then You push that so that it's level with the deck, pull that back down. Again, that obviously pushes this down as well, but you can just push that back up again, square up the deck, and your justification that is that you're just rubbing the card to produce the magic effect. And when you move your hand, the Jack of Hearts has become the Two of Clubs, or obviously the other way around. The name of that technique does actually escape me for the moment. It's a really old technique. It's been around since Buckley, so the 1920s or 30s, but I'm not sure who invented it, but it's a really, really wonderful, wonderful card technique to have in your repertoire. I hope I've helped you learn something really cool today, and I'll see you next time when I'll be doing an actual magic trick rather than just instructions, basically. Thank you very much. I've been Victor the Magician, and it's been a pleasure to help you on your way to becoming a magician yourself. Stop button's not working. Sorry about that.